So you've got the first card being a victory, so some situation that you're celebrating that you have been very victorious on, and it's been something that's offered you a lot of growth, a lot of stability, and it's allowed you to move along your life path quite nicely. And you've had to use a lot of strength of character and show a lot of courage in dealing with this situation, but you have been victorious in it. So in the past, it looks like you've been maybe consulting the occult in some sort of way, troubleshooting. You can see this woman with tarot cards in her hand, so maybe you've been asking for some spiritual advice from somebody, and you've had to use a lot of your talent in order to get to where you're going at the moment. So you're celebrating because having used all of that and your intuition, you've actually been victorious in the situation. So going into the future, you've got stop, look, and listen. So make sure that you are keeping your eyes and ears open and keeping in touch with things. There is a lot of time that is being spent alone in meditation as well, or getting to grips with your higher self and what your purpose is. So it seems like you are spending a lot of time connecting with yourself. And you've learned a lot of lessons as well. So there have been a lot of lessons and one coming in for you as well. So having been victorious in this situation, make sure that, you are using all the lessons that you've learned in the past and applying it, especially with this look, learn, listen card. It seems like something is coming in for you that you have to pay heed to and make sure that you're not missing maybe an opportunity, but something that is going to cause even more growth for you coming in, a lesson coming in for you. This could also signify that, you might be getting into some sort of teacher role where you're giving instruction as well, because you've got a blackboard over here and somebody pointing to something. So you could well be teaching as well. So you might be entering that kind of role as well. So it looks like you are in some kind of teaching role with the Hierophant card over here, giving out information and instruction, and maybe working in some kind of institution where you're in like a university or a school where you're actually giving out information or training people with this Hierophant card, because this talks about traditional values being imparted to everyone. So information coming from you, and that seems to be the energy of the cards. You might be involved in that kind of role right now. Maybe this is a new job that you've taken up where you're taking an instructional role, giving a lot of information. So what's going on with you? You've got the Page of Wands over here and the Queen of Hazards. So you are in a position of authority with this Queen of Hazards, because this is the Queen of Pentacles, and you're earning pretty well. You're somebody who has got a lot of information, a lot of skill, a lot of knowledge, and you are sitting in a position of authority as well. And you've got the Page of Wands, which is talking about information being given out. So you've started something new, some sort of new project. You might be dealing with younger people that are younger than you, and training them up. This is something new that started, and you're teaching them their independence. So you're maybe training them up in this new job or in this new career. And you're in charge of that as well, and it's bringing you a lot of abundance, and it's making you, you're quite happy to it. You've got this woman that's pretty much chained to the work as well, though. So you're spending a lot of time on this particular job, trying to, get the finances going, and dedicating a lot of your time and effort to this role that you have now taken. But it's to do with younger people or training younger people that are inexperienced in that particular field that you're doing. So this was a new job that came in with the Ace of Hazards, and it was something that you wanted, and it's been bringing in extra finance for you, or a new job that started that brought in a lot more abundance for you. And you're quite happy in it. You've got the Ten of Cups. You're an end of an old situation. Maybe whatever you were doing in the past was not making you happy. There was a lot of drama in that situation. But now I think you've got a lot more time in this new role that you're spending, that you're taken on. There's more family stability in it, and certainly much more relaxed atmosphere that you're dealing with. Like I said, you could be dealing with children, but you're getting to spend a lot more time with family or with your children itself. So you can see that cycle came to an end, that old work cycle came to an end, and this is what you're thinking. This is a new cycle, and it just made you much more happier, and maybe it's allowed you to work more on your relationship with starting with this brand new job or this brand new cycle. Something ended and you started off new. So you could be dealing with, this is the King of Swords. Somebody that you're dealing with is higher up, much more experienced than you, a lot more logical, and they are somebody that is not. They're not very emotional, so they say what they want. A very scientifically minded person. So whatever job you're dealing with, maybe this person is your boss, and they're very logical, and they like to get things done a certain way, and they don't take any instruction from anyone else. They are very set in their ways, and they could be very sarcastic as well with the King of Swords, but somebody that has got a lot more technical skills, a lot more scientific knowledge behind them, and that's probably where you're working with. So you might be working in an institution, and this might be somebody that you're working under, who is in charge of you. So you got the Page of Cups. You are involved in nurturing of younger people, and getting them trained up maybe in this particular job. With the Page of Cups, it's something that is a new thing. You haven't done this kind of work before, and you've started it, and it's bringing you a lot of growth. You are starting to have to go back to thinking like how you did when you were a child. You can see this person's got this brain in the cup there. So you're starting to have to think like a child and approach everything with almost a childlike fascination, if you like. Like I said, you could be dealing with younger people as well, and trying to build them up, trying to give them that foundation, lay the foundation with these people, and it's bringing you a lot of happiness as well. So you're enjoying whatever you're doing right now. It's not as high powered as the last job that you were doing, and the people that you're working with are friendlier and easier to work with than the past. So you've got the Knight of Wands coming in. People see you as a very, very helpful person, a person who knows what they want, and you get involved in the situation, and you're guiding people along a route, a pathway of life. You are lending a hand, and the Knight of Wands is usually somebody who is very quick moving, very, very energetic, and helps people move forward. So that's exactly what you're doing, and that's how people see you. You yourself feel that maybe you're wondering whether or not you've sacrificed too much for this particular job. You're not quite sure if you have. You're wondering if this was the right decision to make. So you are a bit two-minded about having moved into this new post. Maybe you think that you gave up too much, but the decision has been made, and it will get you climb up the ladder of this particular institute that you're working with, or whatever you're working with. You will get promoted. There is a lot of pressure coming in from other people to perform a certain way. Maybe you feel like you've had to make that sacrifice, and like I said, wondering whether or not it was a good sacrifice. So you are reaching a point where there is going to be a lot of pressure, and you're going to have to think outside the box with this Knight of Hazards. You can see there's a high pressure can, this person's head in it, so you're going to have to do a lot of intellectual work and think outside the box to handle this situation. So not go back into traditional views. Maybe you are trying to teach traditional views, but to approach the problem, you're going to have to use different ideas, different opportunities to get your message across. You got the Nine of Wands. There's a lot of responsibilities coming along. There's a lot of pressure. A lot of people vying for your attention, and you're going to have to do more than what is expected of you in order to get things going. And you're going to have to use your brain a lot, and also you're going to have to be a lot more sympathetic to the situation. You can see this woman's brain is exposed over here, and you're going to have to be somebody who's a lot more supportive. With the Ace of Cups, it also talks about something that's going to make you quite happy. You've got happiness and love, all of that coming in over here, but you're accessing a lot of your emotions as well in this job. So it's not just a straight off scientific or work orientated thing. It's where you're going to have to use a lot more of your emotions to handle the situation and be a little more empathetic with the people that you're dealing with in order to sort out the problem. So thinking outside the box, there's a lot of pressure coming, and you're going to have to work pretty hard to get things done, and dealing with a lot of different kinds of people as well, and doing much more than is expected of you. But it is going to give you that happiness. It's going to make you use parts of your brain that you've never used before, or haven't used in a long time, let me put it that way. So dealing with a lot more younger people who you have to break it down for them in a different sort of way, in an easier way, for them to understand what message you're bringing across. So it seems like you've gotten into a new teaching role, where you're imparting knowledge to people or training them up and having to be a bit more empathetic with them and bring it down, take this information and digest it for them and give it to them so that they can handle it in a way that is, going to help them out, thinking outside the box. So coming up from the Angel Tarot, you've got the Nine of Air, which says expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, sleepless nights. So it is stressing you out a bit, but you do need to take a little bit of a rest and not expect the worst outcome. So this might be something new. It might be beyond, something that you didn't do before, something new. And that's always a new situation, always causes stress until you settle down into. So you might be settling down into this new situation. So you've got the Nine of Water. Your wish comes true. Concerns fade away. A love of life. So all this anxiety will soon fade away and you will be able to enjoy what you're doing. So initially these are teething pains and you shouldn't be too anxious, too worried about it. You've got 3 nines over here. You've got the Nine of Earth as well. So expecting life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. So what you've started off is going to give you a lot of abundance and make you very independent and make you very, very much, a lot of people are going to have a lot of admiration for you and see you for your worth. So you're going to have a lot of accolades coming your way as well with this Nine of Earth. So you've got a Nine of Water, a wish fulfillment, and the Nine of Air, being very, very anxious, but that all concerns will fade away as you settle into this job. And it is something that you've always wanted to do. And you're going to enjoy it, and it's going to bring you the material wealth. It's going to bring you that financial independence. It's going to bring you everything that you want with these 3 nines. I haven't seen that in a long time. 3 nines coming up. So definitely achieving what you want and enjoying it. So sit back, relax, and stop stressing about it. This is a new situation, but you will adapt to it soon enough.